What's up, guys? We hit the big 100 yesterday. Thank you all for that. But we are going to continue on with another Abba and Preach video. I wanted to thank you all for the support on the last one. For the fact of the matter is, I really was kind of scared of uploading that video due to the fact that I knew it would be controversial and cause a lot of stir up, which surprisingly it really didn't. But I wanted to thank you all for it. This is going to be a continuation of, I guess, a downhill of the red pill community, which is fucking sad. Because, dude, it started out as a positive message. It really did. Trying to get guys to be men to actually be men, for men to understand their role in life.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now.
But when it comes to girls, oh shit, get a vasectomy because you can't control yourself, because you're not capable of exercising discipline. Why do you have to be disciplined in every single aspect of life? Networking, success, all this stuff, watching sports, playing video games. You need to be.
Do not, for the love of everything holy, do not get a fucking vasectomy because y'all think it is birth control. It's not. A vasectomy goes from 90% down to usually about 45% after 10 years. So let's say you go and get a vasectomy at 20. Then you turn around and you focus on your career. And then by the time you're 30, you want to get that undone. Then you might not even be able to have kids. You've only got a 45% chance now. And you have to let that shit ride the wave because it ain't going to work immediately.
On your stuff. But for women, nut inside girls with after getting a transgender surgery.
See, we didn't.
What in the flying fuck?
Honestly, it looks like that red pill is imploding very quickly. Recently, you saw Andrew Tate or Tate calling.
Please don't refer to me as red pill. Those people are autistic. Also, as a half black man descended from slaves, I find your choice of example in very poor taste. I don't need white people even loosely likening me to an apartheid politician who wants to lynch blacks. Thanks. What the fuck? Tristan, are you on drugs? Because y'all both were on the most red pill podcast I've ever heard of in my life, which is Fresh and Fit. The Whatever podcast is actually pretty decent. I do listen to them. But
Red pillars autistic and be like, don't ever associate me with those losers.
The men who are out here only trying to have sex with women and have no emotional connection, they're weirdos. A lot of this red pill, how to get girls stuff, a lot of them are like that as well. They're like the peak masculine life is just to have a bunch of women that you barely know, and that's stupid.
That is stupid.
And that's the supreme leader of the red pill.
Which is part of the reason why I don't understand why so many people want to push open relationships. Like, bro, I get it, do you? But I don't personally understand it because I could not watch my girl get fucked by another dude. Fuck that. I am not going to be no
You're seeing a lot
cup.
of people kind of abandoning ship. And so Sneako saw something recently and it kind of caught his attention. Let's listen in. Quick little information about vasectomies. There you go.
I think that it's important.
If anybody ever tries to talk you
to prepare for
into a vasectomy, don't fucking do it.
for improvement stuff. But like 2 of the top 3, get a vasectomy and avoid family creation. Do you agree?
No.
When he says high value man, he's talking from the perspective of being
Okay. I'm going to speak from my point of view. I'm not a high value man. I really ain't. I am broke as fuck as shit. But will I take back anything I've done, including that of creating my daughter, raising my daughter by myself, and then making sure my daughter is straight? Fuck no, I will never take that back. I don't give a shit if somebody offered me $5 million. Don't care. My daughter is my daughter. And I have sacrificed a lot for her. And she knows it. And any dad out there will tell you that this shit ain't completely true. It depends on the person.
To be a playboy and get as many girls.
But why is that a priority over having a family? Like, why would that even be advice? Why would that be a male self-improvement advice?
Well,
Be a playboy instead of raise a family?
Well,
we make fun of
When
women
you're
all day
afraid
for wanting to be
from
girl boss
being
queens and
out
sleep
to
around and
improve
have all this,
yourself,
and
your
then
own
you tell
nature will
guys,
begin to
be
take
a
over.
playboy instead of raise a family.
That is true.
That's
I
the same
became
advice on the other side.
the more you step out to actually achieve goals, the more you just don't give a shit about what anybody else thinks. Hell, I said I had anxiety, severe anxiety. Not very much anymore, because this kind of defeated the purpose of anxiety. Anxiety makes it to where you don't want to talk to people. If you do YouTube, you're doing the complete opposite. You're putting yourself out there in front of hundreds of people, literally, and it changes your perception of stuff.
Oh,
Not everybody's out after you.
I was just
Not
like,
everybody
yeah, go
hates
on.
you.
Yeah, which I understand.
Wait, why?
Well, because it's you, and then it's Sneako talking. So the only thing you hear is so
The only thing you hear is cock, 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 cock. Oh, who remembers when Moist Critical destroyed Sneako?
Yeah, that's
see you
foul.
laugh. What'd you say?
That's foul.
No, that's what you laugh. You laughing right now?
My nieces now. I spend time with my mom, taking her out to dinner, you know, showing her good stuff. And I realize like that's the stuff that matters for me. I've had if I get new one it's not even but when I spend time with my niece and I'm watching her like walk for the first time, or I'm seeing her say words, like that shit hits different.
So you giving up on your balls? Yeah, you're
Like,
getting
you know,
tired. You're getting older. Like,
Bro, Sneako, the fuck is wrong with you? That's not what he said. I am being serious from my own point of view as a 23-year-old. Any day of the week, I'd rather take my daughter to school than go party. Even at the age of 21, I was never a partier because I already had my little girl.
that's just like I'm too tired to fuck. That sounds boring. I don't want to be. When I'm 32, I want to be fucking double the bitches I'm fucking now. I want to be having a bigger house, having like I want to be down the Hugh Hefner shit.
That's the reason why right there you ain't got a career hardly anymore, and instead you're stuck to Rumble. It's for the fact of the matter is you kept trying to push the envelope. You don't have to. Does Moist Critical push the envelope? No, and that motherfucker has been around since YouTube was here. He's like one of the first people, him and PewDiePie, that I've ever heard of being on YouTube.
That's what makes you excited. That's what keeps your balls going. Like you can't let go of that. You can't.
And
let
if
go of your
movies
manhood
would
at a
learn
certain
that,
age. If you
it would be a
go
lot
like,
better
oh,
for
I like
movies.
playing macaroni drawings with my kids.
You trying to say something? He was just clowning you, but that was the young him. You understand what I'm saying?
That was him 9 months ago. It just makes me laugh.
That's-
How like
that's what-
how
yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
that was him 9 months ago.
The look of fucking disappointment on, I think that's Preach, but on Preach's face, dude, the disappointment. That dude looks like a father who just got disappointed by a kid. He's just like, that is low key funny.
How, like,
That's what-
how
yeah.
drastic the changes in rhetoric, where it's like now he sounds like a Ben Shapiro clone. But look, they don't necessarily speak about those people in glowing colors. They don't be like, oh, he was really present in my life. He was really invested. Oh yeah, the way he treated my mom and how happy she was, everything was fit. It's fine to want to go do your hedonism and fuck left, right, and center, but don't pretend like it's actually helping families.
Yes. Secondly, if you're a guy who does that, you don't realize what you're doing. See, this is what I've told like my dad, and I've tried to make him understand, because my dad went through a divorce not too long ago, and of course, you know, whenever guys go through divorces or whatever, they have really bad, like, just hatred in them. But like I explained to him, you know, it's just part of a fucking endless cycle that we do to one another. Because in high school, you got the guys that are like that. We sleep with half the girls in high school. Then those girls in high school develop trust issues from that shit. Then they turn around, they cheat on a guy, a decent guy. Then, well, that decent guy no longer has trust in women. Then that dude, it becomes a fucking cycle. Just everybody doing everybody fucking wrong. And we got to stop it. We really do need to.
And the reason
But he's
for
saying
that,
avoid family creation.
well, he's saying he's talking from the frame of being a guy getting a lot of girls.
You do not have to sleep around with fucking everybody. That's the reason why, to be honest, for like the past year, I haven't been with a bitch. But the reason is I am more focused on my daughter and what I'm doing as a person, trying to grow as a person, than doing this red pill bullshit that they try to induct people in. Because, to be honest, a lot of what they say is actually detrimental to your mental health and your physical health.
Focus on things that are going to help you move forward in life and become successful.
And get a
So that when you
surgery
find-
done that prevents you from having children.
Yeah, but you can always reverse it.
If they have a dick surgery, how do they have the character that's going to lead a proper family?
So you're saying
Because they dealt with a
I feel
bunch
like
of
that's-
hoes first,
Yeah,
so
no.
they know.
See, I used to love Fresh and Fit. I used to watch them. I used to support them. But after they kind of just dived off the deep end, I'm not in the red pill community like I was.
Doesn't mean that you need to have kids young, but it shouldn't be a void family creation in your head. That's an important thing to think about when you're young too. How am I going to have the character? How am I going to have the maturity, the responsibility to become a good father when I am ready to do it? I'm telling guys, you should get rich as possible too, but you should also be working on like building your character.
This is the first time I've seen Sneako have an argument that I fucking agree with. He's not calling nobody soy boys or some weird other bullshit. He's talking to him. He's having a constructive argument.
And looking at how I'm going to raise my kids and how I'm going to be a good father. If you're 40 and you have all these hoes and you have experience with hoes, is that going to make you a better father? And then navigate around that instead, and just not spend your time and invest your energy into women that you don't even respect your life in the first.
I wish like he would just look at all the women on the podcast beside him like these whores. Like, why would you constantly invite these soulless, most vapid, Instagram hungry whores?
All they're looking for is that ad money and your money. That's the reason why OnlyFans exists.
That would have been gold.
But I just say this, Sneako is
If you're still lonely enough to buy
no
OnlyFans,
pun
I'm
intended.
sorry.
And everything there is making sense. It's like you think you're going to be a player your whole life, and then all of a sudden you're capable of doing a committed relationship. Like, trust me, most of the players I know who did that for a long time struggled tremendously trying to settle down.
Yes.
Tremendously trying to settle down. And so all of us thinking like you got the skills for long-term relationships and you can figure it all out, is going to be easy because you've been fucking this whole time. Like,
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where
what you do to be able to get women to sleep with you is not the same thing as what you do in order to get a woman to stay with you through a long-term relationship. Those things are completely
Two
different.
different things.
You're talking about different, but you'll notice that when these guys talk about maintaining a relationship, all of their language is geared on how to get a woman to give you sex.
And
That's pretty much it.
oftentimes,
Yes. They don't teach you how to create sustainability in a relationship. They don't teach you what it means to actually do communication. They don't teach you what it means to actually understand one another's position. All they do is say that women are caretakers and men are protectors. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What are we protecting just physically? Are we protecting emotionally? Are we protecting spiritually? Are they caretaking physically? Are they caretaking emotionally? Are they caretaking spiritually? And if so, how? What are the steps to become that better person? They don't teach that. Instead, they turn around, they just tell you what position you are like it's a fucking job. And that's the reason why women end up having issues with that arrogant where they're supposed to be caretakers because they're not necessarily told why or how or what it means to be a caretaker. Or even men. That's the reason why a lot of men don't do shit no more because they're not taught what it actually means to be a protector. They're just taught you're supposed to be a protector.
What makes you gonna get a girl in the clubs and stuff like that, like the way these guys want to get girls, it's actually not attributes that people are looking for to form a family.
No.
That's not what they're looking for. That's not what.
Then you're just having an empty relationship just to fuck her for your whole life. And then what?
no, he's saying to become high value, which means you make the choice.
Fresh, you shut the
to wanna do
fuck
that or
up.
not.
You
So
don't
give him
know.
the choice
You
to
got
do
an
that.
OnlyFans
I
model
saw you guys
pregnant.
tweet all the time about how like women are fucking disgusting that are freezing their eggs at like 20 and they're gonna.
He has 2
No, it's like
points.
a 90% reversal rate.
Yeah, actually.
Well,
So
depending on
is
how
that
quick
true?
it is.
It's
Wait,
a-
for
it's a-
vasectomies?
Yeah, to get it reversed and be able to actually.
After like 10 years, it's like 30 to 50%.
Yeah, but
And
your
I'm
20s
years
is
old.
10 years.
You're supposed to reverse it back within the 10
Well,
years.
wait, hold on, wait.
your
So you're gonna
20s
get
is 10 years.
vasectomy at like, yeah, you're gonna get a vasectomy at 20, become high value by 23, and then get it reversed. Like what?
I mean, I'm gonna say
What the
23.
fuck?
You're being extreme as usual.
Well, he said your 20s. That's 10 years.
You get to 10 years, all of a sudden now you can't slip your balls anymore because
Oh my God, what's the expiry date on my dick? That's not how it works.
it's that from 0 to 10 years, it
What's the
gradually
expiration
reduces
date
the
on my
odds of you
dick?
being
That's
reserved.
not how any of this works.
So the longer it goes on, the less fertility you have. It's not like I got to 8 years. Okay, I made it before. No, that's not how it works.
That
So
literally.
instead of it being a 30% chance, maybe it's a 45 or 50 at 8 years. You don't know.
Talking that shit, then they would never do that. 1, 2. Would you cross the street if you have 45% chance of making it alive the other side? 45% chance.
Fuck no. I would just be like, I'll wait.
Those odds are not good. I don't know if you understand odds. That's not good.
Heads kids, tails not.
It's kids, tails not.
You're gonna have kids. I was nervous there for a second.
And that was a coin.
So 9 years, what is it, 45% chance of reversal? Bro, you're not going to have kids anymore.
You're sterilizing half your audience. That's wild to me.
Hold on. Notice he had 2 points there. He said, 1,
But why did their tone completely change? Fresh and Myron. They're fucking. Yes, I do have an accent. I know y'all caught up with that whenever I said Myron. But most people probably won't understand where I'm from, though. But why do they have such a horrible swap up here? They went from yelling at Sneako like he a dog to talking to this guy like he's the Fresh Prince of fucking Bel-Air.
That should have waited.
He's just, I get it though. At the end of the day, I think Roll Tomasi for them is a friend of the show, and they want to defend him. So even if they sound irrational, right, which they always critique women for being, it doesn't really matter because they're being loyal. So
Yeah,
as
it was
long
a
as you sound
list.
neurotic
Like,
for your friends, it's
how
acceptable.
was there an aura in any of that
On
shit?
that list, he's got 2 things, okay, about your dick, okay, about avoid family creation, get a vasectomy. Is there anything on that list about like just avoid women?
But
avoid
hold on.
temptation.
Hold on. We know as men, we want women no
Thank
matter what.
you. Resist
Whether we wanna
temptation.
abstain or be monk mode, it doesn't matter. However, question for you guys on the panel.
Dude, this
If you
shit's
had a
fucking
kid,
stupid.
Be honest here. Would you be where you are? Point. And he said avoid what? Family creation, which means use a condom too.
No, it doesn't. It says get a vasectomy. That was the advice.
That's
Stop trying
number
to.
3.
You're coping,
That's
bro.
number 3. Number 2 says avoid what?
The hypocritical part about it is that
He said stop coping, bro. And that's coming from the biggest coper on the internet. Damn.
make fun of girls all the time for not controlling their sexual
If
urges and being
Sneako's
hoes
in
all
the
time.
right,
Like,
then
she
you
belongs to
know
the
you
streets, all this
fucked
stuff.
up.
You tell guys that they're losers if they don't go to the gym. They're losers if they play video games. You're a loser if you smoke weed. You're a loser if you watch sports. You need to exercise girls with after getting a transgender surgery.
See, we didn't.
It's not
we didn't-
wrong.
We didn't quite lose Sneako there.
I just
we
straight
didn't quite
slapped the
lose
shit
him.
out of my mic.
They're still there. He's still there.
My headphone is connected to it.
He said,
we heard
But
what he
damn,
said.
he's not
We heard
wrong.
what we heard what he said. Shit.
That's the one thing you can't be disciplined in.
Sneako. What did number 2 say? Avoid family creation. It could be condom or plan B, but he just saying to be
Stop coping.
Is what it is basically.
But he didn't say that, and that's
That's
not
the
a good
fucked
form of
up. It's
contraception because
a
it's not supposed to be
list. He
reversed. That's
said
what the
go
doctor
down
tells you when
this
you get
list to
vasectomy
be
surgery. It's
successful.
Like, you cannot expect this
That
to be
means he said
reversed.
avoid
That's
family
not-
creation
You shouldn't go into that
and
thinking that you're going to
vasectomy.
reverse it. And also, a better advice, instead of saying never fuck again, maybe for the women that I do have sex with, prepare that she could be the mother of your children.
Yes, because shit's gonna happen. Even if she has her tubes tied, there's still a chance of getting a kid. Even if you have a vasectomy, there's still a chance of having a child. So I'm not understanding why they're teaching this terrible fucking advice to kids and teenagers and young adults.
Maybe don't spend time with hoes all the time thinking, I need to fuck 50 girls so I understand feminists and how retarded they are. Maybe the red pill advice is you need 50 bodies to understand women.
I want to open this one up.
Let's go.
Do you think you need to fuck a girl to tell if she's like family material?
No. We're saying experience-wise.
What does experience mean?
Dating, courting.
Why is
having that
Sneako
one-on-one
and the
experience,
blue-haired guy the
she's
ones
like, this
making
is like
sense?
This is weird. This doesn't work. I can tell from experience what works.
Wait,
now,
what does any of that have to do with fucking
no,
her?
hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Now, adding in sex.
Actually, though,
you
I
can
really
understand,
haven't heard-
Once this point has passed, I can see who she really is.
So I am basing everything I've been saying off of Sneako, off of the shit that happened whenever he dived off the deep end with the Tate brothers, wherever he dived off the deep end against Moist Critical, wherever all of that shit happened, and he defended cuties, and which in my opinion is Netflix promoting. But whenever they were doing all this shit, that's where I have my issue with Sneako, is because he was agreeing with it.
People put on front at the very beginning.
I've put a IKEA furniture together.
Yeah.
3, go on a trip with that person. That's how you see how really someone is. 4, go to a restaurant. See how they treat someone that they have power over and can do nothing for them. What you're gonna be able to do, that's gonna be tell signs of what the person is. As a matter of fact, I can tell you.
This is one of them too. Leave your best friend in the room and see what is said. Oh, I bet a lot of people ain't gonna like that shit. But yeah.
A lot of people I've seen in toxic relationship was staying because the pussy or the dick was good. But the people stay because the sex was good. So the sex thing really is something on the side. It doesn't tell you.
And I can speak of that from experience. I'm not going to say who, but somebody I had previously been with, she was absolutely fucking insane, but I stayed because the sex was good. Until finally that bitch got arrested because she finally did dive off the deep end and try to murder me. But
you how the person is.
I'll go a step further.
Oh, go ahead, step on.
I don't think sex tells you much about a woman.
no, it doesn't tell you much about
It does tell you
anything.
something about a man, though. Because the people who I see switch up after sex are generally dudes.
That's fair.
That's it. It has nothing to do with whether or not she's wife material or marriage material. It's just that.
Hey, at least he's honest though.
Ask ladies. Ask ladies.
He said that he has also swapped up after sex. At least he's honest about it, because not very many men are honest. I ain't gonna lie, I've done that before. Kind of shitty. You feel kind of shitty.
Ladies have definitely sat with a dude and noticed his behavior changed afterwards.
Yep.
Or he became more distant. Or he stopped responding to calls all of a sudden. So, no. I think the reality is they're framing this as like, oh, you need to bang her to really see who she is.
No.
That is one of the dumbest ways to get to know someone. You want to know? You're going to have to spend some time observing her.
That's what you're going to see.
Not-
Fucking ain't going to be the one.
Not
But-
very many people will give that
yeah,
advice.
sure. Experience, as you say. Ugh.
Let's go.
Ugh.
Mind you, Myron's never been in a relationship.
How many stories?
Wait. Y'all are accepting relationship advice from someone who's never been in a relationship. God damn it, I can't even make that up. Fuck this. Deuces. Oh, I decided I will fucking finish it. But how are y'all going to accept relationship advice from someone who's never been in a relationship? That absolutely bonkers me.
You hear of husbands who are like, my wife used to blow me every single day, and then as soon as we got married, all the sex stopped. Or we have dead bedrooms now. We were super active our first year, but that is absolutely not true. Sex.
What?
No, he's saying the shit.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, she preaching?
He preach it. When they do, it's always what they're preaching against.
Yep.
Is it like what if she throws it back doggy? She'd probably take the kids like out to the park every day. Like, what does that even mean? Like,
So this is why. Right?
Okay.
There's a bunch of reasons why I tell guys they need to get sexual experience with women. Number one, you need to get an abundance mindset. Okay. A lot of guys get with girls out of necessity and a scarcity mindset.
Oh, an abundance mindset. Is that why you're also charging your viewers $35 a month? Do not have this mindset. Have the mindset, not that women are scarcity or rare. No, that's fucking bullshit as well. Have the mindset that they are, with the woman that you're going after is your goal, right? You want to achieve a goal. Well, you got to think of it like that. And because that is the best way of pursuit, because you'll actually care about her. You'll actually cherish it. You'll actually love her. Don't do bullshit like this where you just want to say, hey, no, we want an abundance mindset.
Mindset. First girl that touches their pee-pee, oh, I want to commit to you. So that's a problem because you're not going ahead and getting with the girl from a position of choice. You're getting with her from a position of
fuckboy
necessity
cannot be
and
a good
scarcity.
dad.
That completely changes the dynamics
Most
of the
time.
relationship, and that's going to put her in the leverage position.
You might
That's
have that rare ordeal, but most time I don't think so. The only reason why I say that is because I might get that random comment, I'm a fuckboy and I'm a great dad. Okay. And your point would be?
For one. Number two.
What do you think about this whole leverage thing?
It's a endless cycle that we do need to stop as a people. We got to stop hating on each other based off of religion, gender, race, whatever the fuck it is that you have an issue with. We got to quit before we start hating one another to a point where we go to war with one another. And that's what I am actually genuinely terrified of right now due to the fact that Trump was just charged. And so I'm on the fence on that shit going, well, no matter who the fuck wins, everybody's going to hate one another. So we are in a bubble that is slowly starting to squeeze in and is ready to implode at any fucking moment. But that's mainly what I got to say for this. I know this is probably going to be one of the episodes that might end up pissing a lot of people off, but hey, fuck it. It is what it is. If y'all like this, drop a like, subscribe, comment down below. And I hope y'all respect my opinion. I will respect y'all's as well. If y'all want to drop y'all's opinion down below and give me feedback as well, because unlike Fresh and Fit, I do know how to take constructive criticism and move on about my day and be able to change things if a lot of people deem that it does need to be changed, updated, or anything like that. Like, for instance, my editing style from whenever I first started to now is completely different. Because back in the day, I really just didn't even edit. I'd post the shit and it is what it was. But now I'm more into just trying different things, wanting to look at different things, and wanting to take constructive criticism to make my content better and more appealing to y'all. Because for the fact of the matter is, it becomes fun. It's a fun hobby. And seeing 100 people like my hobby is crazy to even fathom and think about. And I just wanted to thank you all. This will be one of my longer episodes in a while because of this. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace out.
Where did you go when I was